It's the biggest phase of the Lok Sabha Elections 2019 as 116 seats across 15 states and union territories go to vote. We're going to analyze why this is such a crucial phase on Explain today. I'm Marti Subramaniam, and helping me answer that question is Mirror Now's consulting editor Vinay Tiwari.
Thank you, Aati. Looking forward to the biggest and perhaps the most crucial phase of these elections.
The entire states of Gujarat, Kerala and Goa are going to the polls, and in the fray in this round are going to be Amit Shah, Rahul Gandhi. So this is going to be a high-ticket, high-voltage fight.
Absolutely, and I think one of the other things that distinguishes this phase is that this is the first phase where large states will have a direct fight between the Congress and the BJP. Whole of Gujarat will have a direct fight. North Karnataka will see a very direct fight between Congress and most seats. So in that sense, a very, very important test for the two parties.
Well, absolutely. And we're going to begin analyzing this phase with the Prime Minister's home state of Gujarat. Now, 26 seats in Gujarat, and in 2014, there was a saffron wave across the state. For the first time ever, the BJP won every single seat in the state. And the man that you see on your screen, Amit Shah, is going to be making his electoral debut from his mentor LK Advani's seat.
Yes, symbolically a very, very important seat. Mr. Advani represented it for the longest time. Also remember that Mr. Modi gave up his seat in Gujarat and chose Varanasi as his constituency, and hence for the first time both Mr. Shah and Mr. Modi were technically not part of Gujarat in that sense. So for Mr. Shah to now go back and contest has a huge symbolic value for the cadre and for the voters as well.
Right, the Gandhinagar fight is going to be worth watching, and LK Advani is going to be watching it very closely more than anybody else perhaps. Now, these 26 seats, the BJP swept in 2014. But their problems began after that, when you had a leadership vacuum in the state after Narendra Modi went to Delhi. In 2015, there was a massive Patidar agitation which broke out with the community demanding reservation, and that was badly mishandled.
It was, and I think the absence of Mr. Modi was even felt in the 2017 assembly elections, where for the first time the BJP ended up a sub-100 figure. I mean, this was not the kind of performance that BJP would have wanted. It's a prestige state for them, and the Congress did much better, better than a lot of people expected actually. And in that sense, the difference between the leadership that Mr. Modi provided to the state and the second-rung leaders that came in subsequently was enormous. And in that sense, Mr. Shah going back there has a little bit of an important factor as well.
Right. As Vinay was saying, for the first time since the 1990s, the BJP's performance in the assembly fell to below 100. That was unthinkable for the party, but that happened. And since then, the BJP has tried to assuage the Patel community, which were very upset with them. And perhaps the EWS court has one such step in ensuring that they come back into the party fold.
That's right. So Hardik Patel has caught the imagination of the state to a large extent, and very quickly in that sense. Remember, Patels as a community, this is not the first time that the Patels have actually gone away from the BJP. Keshubhai Patel tried that as well. But Mr. Modi, being the chief minister, then very smartly then rallied around all the non-Patel castes and ensured that Keshubhai was reduced to a non-entity in many ways. But Hardik's attempts have been a little more successful because this was coinciding with the lack of jobs that perhaps they felt. And in that sense, the WS quota will play a big role. Also, there is another factor. Both the central government and the state government have done a series of things in the last year and a half. They've organized a Patidar Global Business Summit where a large number of businessmen promised to give over 10 lakh jobs to the Patidars. They've gone and laid the foundation of two separate temples which are from the different subcastes of Patels who they revere. And all of these outreach programs have helped quell the anger that the Patidars had earlier, coupled with the EWS quota.
Right. It was the desertion of the Patels in the 2017 election results that really saw the BJP suffer. And it's going to be very crucial whether or not they can bring them back into the fold with all these measures. Yeah. Now we're going to go down south, Kerala, where Rahul Gandhi is making his big electoral debut from the state.
Yes, and a big surprise too, because very few people expected him to go to Kerala of all the places. I guess a lot of people perhaps thought he might go to Karnataka, but not Kerala. The choice of Wayanad itself became a controversy. Mr. Modi went public. More than Mr. Modi, other political leaders of the BJP also went public, criticizing him for choosing a seat which has over half the population minorities. And that kind of attaches a tag to it. And hence, a lot of people questioned the wisdom of Rahul Gandhi's politics, who has used South Hindutva in the last couple of years or so to counter the BJP.
Right. Now remember, Wayanad is a seat that the BJP has criticized Rahul Gandhi for fighting from, especially because it is a minority-dominated seat. Now, the Congress has won this seat both in 2009 and in 2014, and they're hoping that with Rahul Gandhi contesting from this seat, it can boost the morale of the party and their cadre in the south.
That's right. And I think they're also perhaps building up for the next state election in Kerala because that's where they have a role, unlike Karnataka, unlike Tamil Nadu, for instance, where they have absolutely no role.
But there's one burning issue in Kerala that has really dominated this electoral discourse, and that is Sabrimala. Now, the BJP have used this to sort of forward their plan. Now, on your screens here is the BJP's performances in the assembly elections and in the Lok Sabha elections. Now, this has been the BJP's best performance, having polled over 10% votes. They are looking to use Sabrimala to consolidate and build upon these advances.
Quite metaphorically, this was godsend for the BJP. This is not a issue that was there a year ago. It just came and fell into their lap, and they were very, very quick to seize onto it. So not just the BJP, it's also now a test for the LDF, because remember, the LDF stand is implementing the law of the land and following the Supreme Court orders to the T. A stand which actually upset a lot of people, because faith, and especially Sabrimala, is a very emotive issue in Kerala. And in that sense, it's a test for both. How much the BJP has been able to wean away the Nayars in the other communities who were upset with the LDF, and for the LDF to be able to hold on to what they have. And in that sense, this makes Kerala a very fascinating state to watch.
Right, 20 seats of Kerala going to polls in one phase. And there's another interesting state that is going to polls. There are only 2 seats, but Goa, and Goa is a very important election because it comes in the aftermath of Manohar Parrikar's untimely demise, and the BJP will surely be missing him.
They are, and for the precise reason, just a few days back, the local state unit chief asked Mr. Parrikar's son, Utpal, who's not a politician at all, he's actually a corporate businessman settled in the US, to come and campaign. And this campaigning has a lot of symbolic value. One, it allows them to carry forward Mr. Parrikar's name and legacy. 2, they're also preparing for a by-election that will happen in the Panji seat, which Mr. Parrikar represented, and that's going to happen on May 23rd. So there is a lot of word going on in Goa that his son might get the ticket from this particular seat.
Well, the BJP will be looking to do well in Goa, if not anything else, but as a tribute to Manohar Parrikar. Now, the next state that we're actually going to be focusing on is Karnataka. 14 seats are going to polls. Remember, the first other 14 seats already went in the second phase. And the region that is going to polls is a BJP stronghold. This is the northern Karnataka region that is going to polls, and it is dominated by the Lingayat community.
Absolutely, and the man on the left in many ways is the undisputed leader of the Lingayat community, which is the reason why, despite Mr. Yediyurappa having crossed the age of 75, which the BJP believes should be the age when politicians should bow out, he's still in the fray. He's probably the only BJP senior leader who's been allowed to so-called defy that internal rule of 75 years old. And that tells you how critical this area is for the BJP, because if the BJP doesn't do well in North Karnataka, they'll have a serious problem in Karnataka, because the whole of state. Because in South Karnataka, Congress GDS are stronger, and in North, BJP has always done traditionally very, very well.
Right, in 2014, they actually won 11 out of the 14 seats that are in this region. So, for the BJP's chances in Karnataka, this is a very, very important region. Well, we're going to shift focus next to Uttar Pradesh, because what is explained if we don't discuss Uttar Pradesh in every single episode? But Uttar Pradesh, the particular area that is going to polls here is the stronghold and the fiefdom, so to speak, of Mulayam Singh Yadav and his family.
Absolutely. Etawah, Mainpuri, the 2 seats where the Yadav family has an undisputed rate in many ways. This is where they belong to. Mulayam Singh Yadav's life in politics started from there. And remember, this time the Yadav family is not completely a unified team. I mean, Shivpal Yadav has split. And that has its own dynamics in this region, because, of course, he enjoys some bit of popularity in the Yadav community as well. So very, very interesting area to watch how much Mulayam Singh Yadav and Akhilesh Yadav can hold on, not to just these seats, but also spread the effect of their influence to other seats and ensure that they are able to hold back the BJP.
And Varun Gandhi is going to be in the fray in this. Remember, he shifted seats with his mother.
That's right.
And he's going to be facing the electorate as well. But if you're talking about the Yadav clan and the Yadav family in Uttar Pradesh, in Maharashtra, it is the Pawar family that is under test over here. In Maharashtra, it's the western sugar belt, so to speak, that is going to polls. And Sharad Pawar has a lot at stake here. A
lot at stake, not just for himself, but also for his family. Supriya Sule is contesting. Ajit Pawar's son, his brother's son, is also contesting this for the first time, Parth. And in that sense, this has been their pocket borough, Baramati and the entire western Maharashtra. Cane, sugarcane cooperatives, sugar mill cooperatives, educational institutes, a pampered, slightly richer, financially better off area of Maharashtra. Again, an area where the Congress and the NCP traditionally have done better. The BJP has made some inroads, but largely by getting in defections from the other parties, not because they had their own leadership. So a big opportunity for the NCP to show that they still matter in Maharashtra politics.
Well, this promises to be a firecracker of a phase as 116 seats go to polls. We'd better now encourage all our viewers to go out and cast your vote, because your vote will determine the next government of India.